Are you thinking of getting a packing system or automating the end-of-line process in your folding gluing department? For most of you, it's probably the first time you're considering automation. But before you even consider automation, it's important that you do your research to have an idea of what you're getting yourself into. After watching this video, you'll have a very good understanding of the most common problems that can happen during the operation of a packing system and how to avoid them. Hi, I'm Mathieu, Deputy General Manager at Inpac. After more than 20 years working in the packaging equipment design and folder gluer lines, we've seen many times the most problematic issues with automation solutions, and we've always helped our customers to solve them. In this video, we'll share with you the 4 most common folder gluer packer problems and how to fix them. First, the inconsistencies when tuning your gluer. Second is cartons interlocking in the post-gluing process. Third is difficulty counting boxes once you start automating the post-gluing process. Fourth is the difficulty with maintaining quality control when automating the post-gluing process. The inconsistencies when tuning your gluer. Your folder gluer will remain the master of your production, no matter which packing systems you go with. And any packing system you go with is relying on how your folder gluer is operating. If your gluer is outdated or not working well, it might not be able to operate with the flexibility, scope, and efficiency it could. And this may lead to future problems. This is why maximizing your folder gluer's productivity should be your primary concern when you're thinking of automating your process. The more you go up the way of automation, the more folder gluer inconsistencies will cause issues in the packing process. In order to avoid costly downtime and make sure your current folder gluer meets your automation goal and that your operators have sufficient training to operate effectively. Cartons interlocking in the post-gluing process. All folder gluer packers depend also on the type of cartons you're producing. Prevailing problems related to cartons is interlocks. Interlocks are cartons interlocking together in the post-gluing process. They can take many forms and are sometimes very subtle. These interlocks either cause jams or damage the cartons themselves. They can happen in the box turner, batch inverter, packer, or in all 3 combined. They're mostly caused by protruding flaps, handles, windows, being hard to identify, yet present everywhere. They are one of the most critical aspects to consider during the box survey. That's why we pay close attention to details when looking at the analysis, and that we often ask for samples to identify interlocking cartons in the pre-sale analysis. Difficulty counting boxes once you start automating the post-gluing process. This specific problem would only surface as a difficulty once you start automating your post-gluing process. As long as you are manually unpacking, your personnel will remain fully operational with the counter kicker on the folder gluer. Things get more complicated once you start adding automated process and/or box turners. Box turners won't always keep the kicked counter visible after the turn. This box will often slip back into a homogeneous shingle after the turn. This means that there's no visual cue of the batch count for the packing person. Your personnel now need an additional way to see the count. And this automatic counting requires a good control of the folder gluer to have a regular shingle pitch without overlapped boxes. Difficulty with maintaining quality control when automating the post-gluing process. Although your packing personnel might be able to inspect the cartons thoroughly in a manual packing process, this is no longer the case when you increase the speed of your folder gluer significantly or when you have automated packing solutions. Additionally, increasing the speed will definitely pose new challenges for your folder gluer, thereby causing a larger amount of rejects. So, if you produce more rejects with less time for inspection, then you could end up shipping rejects to your client, which is something you certainly do not want to be doing. This is the reason why we strongly suggest adding inspection and ejection systems on your folder gluer for automated packing solutions. Ready to install your folder gluer packer hassle-free? Ask your folder gluer manufacturer about their offer on these inspection and ejection systems, And if they don't have a satisfying answer for you, well, give us a call so that we can redirect you to the right people who have the solutions to your problems. We're looking forward to meet you and help you find the right packing solutions for your company. Thanks for watching.